Let's take a look at the starting lineup on your screen there. Ekanayaka, 35.53 seconds qualifying time. The favorite to go all the way in this particular event, and the meet record currently held by Vandani Fernando, 32.66 seconds, established back in 2019. Just a few more events left then in this championship. It's been 5 long days for these swimmers, and what an exciting way to close it out, isn't it, Sitara, with a 50-meter freestyle race where you can really just give it your all for that one lap.
Definitely one of the more exhilarating events is this 50-meter freestyle. I'm sure all these young girls and boys are excited to get this meet over with early in this season. So awaiting our first heat in this girls under 11 50-meter freestyle final. There seems to be a hold up on that side.
Yes, it's like we're just waiting for the marshals to get back into place. Last few races all started from the opposite end, isn't it? As you take a look at some of the teams, as the Trinity College team had some good performances throughout, and they're here in their numbers to cheer on their schoolmates and their teammates. And obviously some tired looking faces after 5 days of intense action out in these waters.
There we have the ladies college swimming team.
It's like we're all set to go. Our first 50-meter freestyle final. And straight away, these girls just giving it their all, trying to breathe as little as possible, getting their strokes in. Really splash in the water into the last 25 meters now. Still pretty neck and neck. Looks like it's lane number 3 that's just pipped herself head, or lane number 2 rather. And lane number 5 as well, keeping her name in the mix, but will be a really close one to call. But looks like lane number 5 has done just enough in that final 25 meters. That's Nataya Lianage for Hillwood College Kandy.
Moving on to the boys under 11 50-meter freestyle.
Yes, taking a look at the starting lineup. From lane number 1, we'll have Sejan, Sandeep, Kiriyarachi, Jasurya, Amarasekara, Patirana, Yetmika, and Vikramarachi. And the best timing by Sehas Jasurya from St. Peter's College, 33.76 seconds.
Current record held by Mihit Ekneliaguda with 31.51 seconds back in 2019. Hopefully these young boys will try and break this record.
So all of them coming in with excellent qualifying times, all less than 35 seconds. So expect another really closely fought race.
Coming out last in that 50 meters is lane number 3, Kiriyarachi. Going into this first 25 of this 50 meters, it is neck and neck here in the boys under 11 50-meter freestyle. Definitely between lanes 3, 5 and 6 for that first place position. Slightly going ahead is lane number 3, trying not to breathe towards that last 15 meters, trying to finish this race off, securing his first place position. And it is lane number 3 with a very close finish by lane number 4. Up next we have the girls under 13 50-meter final. Ranushi Jayasuri in lane 1, Nulara Jayasekara in lane 2, Praneepa De Silva in lane 3, Visakya Dias in lane 4, Juliana Pereira in lane 5, Osandi Ranavira in lane 6, Inukishana in lane 7, and Setuki Vikramasinghe in lane 8.
Yes, Juliana Pereira in lane 5 already has a gold medal to her name in the 200-meter freestyle. So we'll be hoping for another one. This time across just one lap. Visaka Dias though with the best timing of just 30.19 seconds. And the current meet record 30.58 seconds by Disali Lokuwatta rather, just last year. Keep an eye out for Dias in lane number 4. Crosses the halfway mark, just under 15 seconds on the clock. It's going to be a really close one for Visaka Dias, closely followed by lane number 5, Juliana Pereira. But Visaka Dias just pulling away in this final stretch. And just over 30 seconds on the clock when she touched, and that could potentially, Sitara, be another meet record broken at this 50th National Age Group Championship. Move into the boys under 13 50-meter freestyle now. For this in lane order, from lane number 1, Udamsa, Gavesh Edirisinghe, Dilusha Perumantantri, WSD Sirivardhana, Yetum Sandilu, Sayan Rajapaksha, IDA Veerasinghe and DIM Vikramaratne. And it is Sirivardhana with a timing of 30.12 seconds that has come into this one as the favorite in lane 4. And the meet record held by Bihandu Hansana, established back in 2018 with a time of 27.63 seconds.
Sirivardhana with that 30-second split in this 50-meter freestyle, going in for that first place position, passing that 25-meter mark first is Sirivardhana, closely followed by lane number 5, Sandilu, as well as Rajapaksha in lane number 7.
So it's going to be a close one, but looks like lane number 4 does have that advantage. The favorite coming into this one has done justice to his tag. 29.85 seconds when he touched sub 30 for under 13 boys. Amazing stuff from Sirivardhana. Someone who has impressed us, so expect this to be a really close one. They're off, and last out of the underwater is Maufa in lane number 6. Like we said, it's really close, and it is going to be neck and neck heading into that final 25 meters. Lane number 3 just peeping herself ahead, or lane number 4 rather, Mihansa. But as they approach that final stretch, it's going to be a really close one to call. Looks like it is lane number 3, Lokuitana with the advantage. Can lane number 5 beat her to it? And oh, that's really close, Sitara. So now moving into the boys under 15 in lane order, from lane number 1, he'll have Risindu Fonseca, Abhiman Hettiarachchi, SC Gunatilaka, Hashel Senarath, Kadir Rushdi, VS Nimtaka, Carter Joseph and VO Vijayratna. So plenty of familiar names in this one too. And Hashel Senarath from Gateway College coming in with the best seeded time of 27.4 seconds. And will want to break Kaila Besingha's 12-year-old record of 25.11 seconds for this particular event.
Wonderful start there by Hashel Senarath of Gateway College, Colombo. Going into this boys under 15 50-meter freestyle final, definitely a well-competed heat here between lanes 2 and 4 for that first place position. Coming down to that last 15 meters, definitely going to be up to that last 5 meters actually. Coming in first is lane number 4, very close to call, and I think it was lane number 2 coming in second, but we'll wait for those official timings. What a race, the boys under 15 50-meter freestyle final. Up next, we have the girls under 17 50-meter freestyle. In lane number 1, Onara De Silva. In lane number 2, Tinuli Setlini. In lane number 3, Heshara De Silva. In lane number 4, Unaya Pereira. In lane number 5, Senuki De Silva. In lane number 6, Danuthi Vikramaratne. In lane number 7, KTT Damsarani. In lane number 8, Dehemi Belpage.
Yes, and Unaya Pereira 29.63 alongside Senuki De Silva 29.69, both with sub 30 timings coming into this one. And Kimiko Rahim's record established back in 2014 for 27.47 seconds is the time they're trying to beat.
Unaya Pereira coming out of that underwater first, trying to hit that 25-meter mark first, and she does, but very closely behind her is lane number 5, Senuki De Silva, competing for that top position. Definitely a very competitive heat here in the girls under 17.
So it looks like it is lane number 4, Unaya Pereira, comfortably finishing with around 28.2 seconds on our unofficial clocks. Brilliant swim from Unaya.
Boys under 17 50-meter freestyle with Tulaksha Ganindu in lane 1, Sethum Thenakon in lane 2, Hesendu Goda in lane 3, WNA Piris in lane 4, Vishwa Prashant in lane 5, Helika Fernando in lane 6, Binuga Netsilu in lane 7, and Yanal Kodikara in lane 8.
And WNA Piris with the best time in 25.45 seconds. And closely followed by Prashant with 25.83 seconds. The best timings coming into this event, and the record held by Kaila Vesing 23.77 seconds back in 2016.
Wonderful underwaters by this entire heat here in the boys under 17 final. Going into that 25-meter mark in this 50 freestyle, there is nothing to change these few middle lane swimmers here in lanes 3, 4, 5 and 6 coming to the last 15 meters of their 50-meter freestyle. I do think it may be lane number 3 actually that touches the touchpad first. However, we will have to wait for those official timings to confirm, but what a race it was in this boys under 17 50-meter freestyle final.
So we take a look at the lineup for the girls under 20 50-meter freestyle. And in lane order from lane number 1, Sachini Gamage, Sanaya Nanayakara, Netali Ouchkroon, Jessie Seniviratna, Lehara Melegoda, Tenushi Kalavitegoda, Andrea Tirukuma and Martha Fernando, and Jessie Seniviratna with a timing of 28.84 seconds, the favorite in lane number 4, and Kimiko Rahim's record of 26.49 seconds established back in 2016 is the current meet record.
Exciting heat here in the girls under 20 category of this 50-meter freestyle final. Going into that, wonderful underwaters there by Jessie Seniviratna in lane 4. Going into that 25-meter mark, I do think it will be Jessie crossing over first, and it is very well competed for that second and third place position. Coming in lane number 3 is Nethalie from Holy Family Convent, competing for those top 3 positions, but I do think it will be Jessie Seniviratna taking this girls under 20 freestyle gold, and she does touch the wall first, closely followed by lane numbers 5 and 3.
As we move now to the boys category and some heavy hitters in this one. So we take a look at the lineup from lane number 1, TT Vikramaratna, Danush Vijay Sundara, SI Nawaz, AN Dabare, MF Muhammad, Sasmita Vattarantan, Gumsara Veerasinghe and IA Disanayaka. Dabare and Muhammad the ones to watch out for, both with sub 25 timings.
Definitely Dabare and Muhammad definitely looking to break that 2017 record established by Kyle Abesinghe in this boys under 20 50-meter freestyle. What a heat here in this boys under 20 50-meter freestyle. Slightly ahead is MF Muhammad of Zahira College, trying to gain that advantage and breathe with absolutely no breaths actually taken in this last 15 meters, securing his first place, subbing almost 23 to 24 seconds. Hopefully he would have broken that record, but what a swim by all these young boys in this boys under 20 50-meter freestyle.
As we now move into the open categories, our last 2 races of the day, starting with the women's open. And in lane order from lane number 1, Fernando Silva, Bandula Sena, Caitlin De Silva, Nanayakara, Varsha and Kumaranayaka. And Caitlin comfortably coming in as the favorite with a timing of 27.7 seconds. And brought to you on Sri Lanka's number 1 sports channel, the Papare. So we are good to go then in the women's open 50-meter freestyle.
And they're off already with a very impressive underwater is Caitlin De Silva of Killer Whales Aquatics, coming to that 25-meter mark with a steady lead. Not closely, very closely followed actually is Nishka Nanayakara of Killer Whales as well. Going into that last 15 meters of their 50-meter freestyle is Caitlin De Silva and Nishka Nanayakara. Caitlin De Silva touching the touchpad first, with Nishkana Nekara closely following. And in that third place, we will have lane number 6 and 3 competing for that bronze medal.
Now into our last event of the day and last event of this meet, the men's open 50-meter freestyle finals. And taking a look at the lineup from lane number 1, KK De Silva, Dinal Veerasinghe, Panduka Lohan, Kaila Besinghe, Kavisha Tenuara, AR Faham, Chris Pavitra and Malisha Fonseca. And Kaila Besinghe with 24.03 comes in with the best time in and comes in as the favorite. And it's his brother's record that still stands since 2018 of 22.65 seconds.
Sure, Kyle is looking to break this record here in the men 20 and over 50-meter freestyle. We're on for a very good last final of this national age group meet here at the Sugatadasa Stadium. Wonderful underwaters there by Kyle Abesinghe, coming out last in this 50-meter freestyle, passing that 25-meter mark, but not far behind him is lane number 3, Lohan from the Sri Lanka Navy, competing for that first place position, as well as lane number 5, Kavisha Tenuara, but it is Kyle Abesinghe that touches the wall first, closely followed by lane numbers 5 and 3. What a race that was.
It's just 23.22 seconds on our unofficial timing. That's a really good going by Kyle Abesinghe.